Hi everyone, it's Irma again, and I wanted to come back and just post a video um, talking about when what I used for my first attempt, I'll say, for the NCLEX-RN exam. And as you saw in my second video, my first and second video, I talked about my NCLEX-RN experience, and then I talked about my Pearson VUE trick results and how my first attempt for the NCLEX-RN wasn't passing. I haven't gotten an email yet from the Board of Nursing, which I think I'm supposed to be waiting on. That's what my friend told me, who didn't pass either, just to re-register and all that. So until then, I'm just waiting for that email so I can re-register to see when I can test again, which I know the minimum days is 45 days. So that is a good and a bad thing. A good thing because I have more time to study, and a bad thing because it seems like it's too much time, you know? But I mean, I guess they do that so you can have enough time to prepare yourself. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, and tomorrow will be 1 week since I took the NCLEX, and like I said before, I've gone through all the emotions like we learn in nursing school. I went through denial, anger, sadness, and back to sadness, everything, roller coaster emotions, and now I'm in acceptance. So I accepted it, and I'm moving forward, you know. So again, I want to talk to you right now about what I used because I had a question about what I used for my first attempt, and and I'll kind of go not in too much detail, but just talking about what I used for the past 3 weeks. I did study for about 3 weeks. It was less than a month. So I used Kaplan and the Kaplan review course online, not the classroom, but the online classes, the online class review. Yeah. And in South Texas, one of the Kaplan representatives came and had like an info session in May. So I attended in May because it was for May and August, right? Yeah, sorry, it's my husband. It was for May and August graduates, so I attended, and they were actually doing a drawing of names of someone or two people who would win an actual review course, and I actually won. I was number 25. Whenever you sign up, register to attend, that's your number. And she picked two people, and I was number 25. So the retail value of the course that I won was $499, so $500. And honestly, if I wouldn't have won, there is no way I could afford that. Because I mean, I had loans to pay for my schooling, and I was on financial aid, so that amount was just outrageous. You know, if I wouldn't have gotten Kaplan, I think um I would have used, I don't know what I would have used, um, but that was such a blessing to win that, you know. So I took full advantage, and I didn't want to take the class too early, so I waited until August. So I graduated August 9th of this year, and I began the online sessions August 11th, and I chose to do the 2 week sessions, and they were the night sessions, so there were a Monday through Thursday for 2 weeks from 6:30 till about 9:30, 10. And I decided to do the night courses just because in the morning I would help my parents who are disabled, and I would help them do what they needed to do, things around the house, take them to doctor's appointments, and then I would just do whatever I needed to do here at home for my husband and I. So that really worked out really well. And Kaplan, I'm sure there's many videos reviewing more in depth about Kaplan, but Kaplan focuses mainly on test taking strategies, and they really focus on sorry, I have this like I can't say decision, their decision tree. Like they really focus that on the classrooms. Like the first 2 days of Kaplan, the first day was just orienting and learning about the decision tree, and actually like the classes that you are online whenever you get on virtually to the classroom, and there's a lady who's talking and conducting the class, and you get to be a part of it and interact. It's not just you sitting there listening, but you actually answer questions. And throughout the whole classrooms, we answer questions, all NCLEX passing level questions, and they help us break it down and use the decision tree for the 2 weeks. So like I said, Kaplan is more test taking strategies. So while I was studying for the NCLEX, they have this book for content, and it's the RN course book. And I have the paperback copy just because I'm a more hands-on person, and I like to write and highlight. And there's also actually, if you don't know, on Amazon, if you don't have Kaplan, if you can't afford Kaplan, there's this book for free on Amazon that you could download through your Kindle app, whether it be through iPhone or wherever. And this book is completely free. But right now, also, if you want to order it paperback, it's on sale for like $29 instead of the original $40. But I found this at my local half price discounted bookstore that like they sell used or gently used books and stuff. I found it for like $3.99. So I could not pass it up. So I bought that, and there was a few others there too. So yeah, so the way that the Kaplan course is set up is each few days, we go through the section of the NCLEX, how the NCLEX test is. So as you can see here, it's safe and effective care, health promotion and maintenance, physiological integrity, psychosocial integrity, physiological integrity 2, and yeah, so they break it down into sections by days, and we go and do questions related to that content, and we just break it down and use the decision tree. So that's what I did for 2 weeks, and along with the $499 course review, you get lessons on demand, which are just videos that go along with the content that you can watch if you're more if you learn more by listening. You can do that. It comes with that too. And you also get QBank and Q trainers, which QBank there's about 1,300 I think questions that you can do, and it's just like the NCLEX, like taking the NCLEX and then looking back at how visually they are. The Kaplan Q trainers and QBank and the NCLEX questions, the way they're set up and written, is like identical, like 99%, how it is multiple choice and everything, even down to the alternate formatting. It's the same visually, so you don't go into the NCLEX like, oh my god, how is this test going to be set up, because practicing with QBank and Q trainers, you already know how it is. So that was really, really great. And I don't want to say any bad things about Kaplan, because Kaplan is great for those who need help in test taking strategies, and Kaplan is great for the QBank and Q trainers. Those are really great question formats, you know. So all in all, that's what I use. That's one thing that I use. I use the Kaplan. If you have any more questions about Kaplan, you can let me know down in the comments, and I can answer any questions about it, because it is still fresh in my mind. And actually, my session expires November 11th. So I don't know if I can call them and let them know that I didn't pass, and they can expand my subscription with them, I guess, or is it just gonna go away? Because I didn't do all of the Q trainers. There were 7 of them, and I did half of the last. I got all the way to Q trainer 7, and that was the one that had 265 questions, and I didn't get to do that, finish it. I was like halfway done, but life happens and you don't have time to finish it. And I did about 70% of the QBank. But yeah, let me know if I can call them back, because I'm not too sure. So let me just quickly go on to say what also I used. So because after taking the NCLEX, I kind of realized that I lacked more of content knowledge than of test taking strategy knowledge, because the decision tree, like I told someone who commented, I responded, I didn't use the decision tree just because I felt after taking the test like I passed nursing school, and I don't think I should change the way that I answer questions because I felt like I was getting confused doing the decision tree. So I mean, it's nice. The decision tree works for some, it doesn't work for others, and it didn't really work for me. So I disregarded that and just used all the other resources from Kaplan, which are great. And then through nursing school, I used this Saunders NCLEX-RN comprehensive review, and this book I've gotten so much use out of all through my 2 years of nursing school, and it's great. If you don't have it and you are in nursing school and you're just looking up, I don't know, this video, or if you know someone, this book is great. There's a new purple edition that just came out, but I didn't get it just because I've heard from friends who have it that it's not really that much different. So this one you can find too for less expensive. So I used this book kind of in my last 2 weeks just to brush up on some content knowledge that I was lacking. I mainly try to focus on med search for the NCLEX-RN, and I would just read through the content chapters because it has everything in here. There's from fundamentals to all the way to psych, mental nursing, and everything in between. So I just kind of read through some content with this. So like I said, after taking the NCLEX, I realized I need to study more of, I can't say what, like I said, was on the NCLEX, but I need to review a little bit more of the subtopics of nursing. Like not just focus on med search, but a little bit more medications and a little bit more on the other topics, just like OB and OB psych and pediatrics, because they can ask, and they did ask everything on the NCLEX, and I just felt like I wasn't really, and especially fundamentals. There's some fundamentals questions that I kind of should have known but didn't know, and that was, I know too, that what every nurse should know. I kind of focused too much on med surg, and that probably didn't help out a lot. And also, after taking the NCLEX, I realized too that after I hit that 70, after 75 questions, I kind of felt like I failed. So at that point, I don't think I was as focused as I should have been answering the questions, because I was like, okay, I passed 75, that's it, I'm done. So I think once I hit like 160, 170, I was so disappointed in myself at that point that I wasn't focused in the NCLEX. And I could actually tell when I would get a high level question, and then when I would get it wrong and jump down to a really low level question, I can tell I was just going like this throughout the whole NCLEX exam, and it really wasn't a good feeling. So what I would say for first time takers is don't get so focused on the number. Just look at what you have on the screen right then and there. There's actually a little button you can push during the NCLEX. You can hide the number of questions, and I think I should have kept it like that, because I would take it off, to see where I was at. So I was so focused on the number that I just got so out of it. So I would say be prepared, know your content. If you're okay with test taking strategies, then I wouldn't go for the Kaplan unless, because it's really great Kaplan, like I said, the Q bank and the Q trainers. And I'm going to do another video right now talking about some other resources that I have that my friends used and that were successful. But again, like, everyone's different, so what worked for somebody might not work for someone else. So if you have any questions or comments, please write them down, subscribe. If you want more nursing videos, I can tell you, I've been in nursing school, I know how hard it is, so just let me know. Bye!